Hi, and welcome to Dominion Attack. It is Saturday night, and the event tonight is Mountain Pass. I am Clawmac Attack.
I'm Tetron.
And as usual, we're going to start with the base deck, and I better remember to actually share my screen. There we go. And this is the Mountain Pass. So if you're the first person to gain the province, then after that turn, everyone bids once up to 40 debt. You'd never go up to 40 debt, would you? Anyway, ending with you. The higher bidder gets 8 victory points and takes the debt they bid. Okay, so it's like the province is worth 6 victory points, and this would be to get 8 victory points without getting another card. To get some debt, you can choose how much to bid for it. Alrighty, so let's give it a go. We've got the base deck otherwise. And what have we got? Usual stuff: Sentry for trashing, Village for actions, cards with the Witch. Yeah, or the library actually gets you more cards. So I'm going to just start with a village.
Yeah, I'm getting a village as well.
And then there's always this debate about whether to get the money lender or not. And I won't this time. Not this time anyway.
Well, I am going to get the money lender and have my hand over trash, no doubt, having not yet got a silver. Especially with the bandit in play, it may be a mistake not to keep my coppers. But and you get a witch right away.
I was going to get the. Well, I didn't know whether to get this. Maybe the sentries.
Actually no, I wasn't talking about whether or not you were getting it. It was just the getting to the 5 coins when I'm looking at my hand. Yeah. If my village had been a silver, I would also have had 5 coins, but I did not.
Well, you kind of want the silver earlier in the game and the village later, so it's this trade-off of what you can get away with.
Yeah, but I'm getting quite a few actions, is my thinking.
Yeah. Poacher.
Let's try and maximise the trashing to begin with, although I may get a bit behind with this witch.
I'm going to get a sentry as well. And you've got the witch now.
Yeah, well, it's not something you can easily ignore and get away with.
I think I'll take the bandit.
Yeah, all these cards seem pretty easy choices. But it's just a question of how long it takes to get to them.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted, really.
Yeah, I've said this before. The sentry can be a little bit random to get going. I mean, with the money lender, it's not even clear I should be doing this trashing of my coppers, which I just did. Let's get a bandit. Of course, I've got more target cards to trash than you do now.
More target cards?
Yeah, I can trash curses as well as everything else.
Oh, and your money lender, I suppose.
Yeah.
Another sentry first.
Yeah, my village just isn't coming to hand when I want to. I think I'll discard both of those. Yeah, again, my witches clashed. I think I'll just play the bandit. Oh, I have the actions. It's just they still need to come into your hand at the same time to be any good.
Right. Are you ready? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that province. And then you can bid.
Yeah, this kind of, as I say, the timing sucks a bit. I don't really want to bid at all, but you can't ignore it.
So
I had bid 11.
Oh, you bid 11. All right. So what's your reasoning, if you're happy to say, or I can say my
Well,
reasoning.
until you make your bid, and then I'll give you my reasoning.
So what do I think? The deck's pretty fast. We're going to actually be able to get money quite quickly. 11. How much would you pay? You'd normally pay 8 for a province. 11 seems fair enough. I'll take the 12, I guess.
Yeah, it's a combination of what I have in hand, and it's like 1.3 coins per VP for province. But yeah. I didn't want to be more than 2 turns out of commission.
No. I think I'll be about 2 turns out. Who's oh, you've trashed my gold with your sentry. You're not with your sentry, your thingamy.
Bandit. I hadn't even bothered to look at that. I didn't notice doing that.
I just saw a gold in the trash. I was wondering what was going on. And it was my one.
Yeah, well, you're still not in problems because of my action clashes haven't been good at all. Not to mention the VP's your head.
Yeah. 8. Oh, then I pay off the debt. That's fine.
I'm going to need to get one at some point. I'm just getting Dutchy. Yeah, you got my gold now.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted to get.
Well, I don't think it actually matters. As I said, the mountain pass is a bit of a magnifier. So you got to the province first, which is like problem for me anyway. And then it was...
Just going to get a gold, actually.
Second one was I'm still making my deck. Yeah, the first time I cursed you.
Who is it?
Well, it may have been the second. I think it's first. It may have been the second time, but
I've trashed it already.
It was only happened very recently. Yeah, well, my villages just didn't align early on very well. I got a little bit behind with them. Trash my gold.
Another of your gold. Sorry.
You're not sorry at all. So do I now? I think I now can't even play my money lender because of the maths. So I don't get the provinces, get Dutchy.
Fine, I suppose. Five. I suppose into Dutchy territory as well.
Yeah.
Oh, curse me a lot. Let's go.
I gave you 2 curses. It's not exactly a lot. Bearing in mind that I was unable to trash anything with my 2 sentries. I have 3 curses in hand. Yeah. I mean, I need to get you all 3 to even have been listening. And with the number of target cards I've had for trashing, I should have been doing more trashing than I had the opportunity to. But yeah, I should have got silver rather than the village to begin with, perhaps. But even that wouldn't have changed the game. As I say, it's a little bit of a magnifier, this extra 8 VPs at the timing of it is. Unless you were to have bought your province prematurely.
Well, that's the thing. It sort of encourages you to buy it a little bit earlier, doesn't it?
I can't remember how many curses I have to get rid of to how much my score could potentially improve if a game lasts long enough. But effectively, I need 5-3 in the provinces to make up for your loss of the mountain pass. And that's not going to happen because I think you now have at least 4 provinces. And again, my sentries can't even hit the curses because they're in hand with the sentries. I have 2 sentries and 2 curses. Oh, I get to trash 1 curse finally at this rather belated stage. Yeah, the bandit was very effectively trashed. In fact, you're now at an uncatchable number.
My coach is a bit rubbish, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think my moneylender was a bad buy. I just don't think it.
Yeah, no, but I am interested in that thing because there's a bit of a theme, isn't it? If you've got moneylender and sentry in the deck, I have recently been finding moneylender is not.
Well, moneylender's not that strong because of what it trashes out. The question is, what else was there to get? I think my village was premature. But the problem wasn't my moneylender going dry, but my sentry not hitting anything. But I was at a point when I trashed my moneylender anyway. And then the bandit gives a lot of treasure. And I think we played the bandit similar number of times. You bought 1 gold. So you out-trashed me with your bandit as well. So
yeah.
There were lots of
deck, I think.
Eventually, yeah. But
so what? So you think?
I think it's.
You don't think there's anything in my theory that moneylender and sentry don't work that well?
I think moneylender isn't such a strong card, and obviously sentry is a good card for 5. The question is what are your chances of getting to the 5 without using the moneylender? That's the question. Because so there's obviously some contradiction. Like if there was a chapel, there wouldn't be any point really in getting a moneylender, for example, which is the situation we're looking at here. Let's get pirate ship.
Oh. Now what to get? See, I was about to buy the potion. And to get the university to get actions, but actually the fortress gets actions. Maybe that's a more sensible thing to do, especially if you're getting pirate ships. Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to start with the silver. This chapel's not quite so attractive with Necropolis is there because there's 1 fewer card you want to trash.
Because of the
yeah, Necropolis.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll get there eventually, probably. But there's quite a lot of trashing available.
I will still go for the chapel.
Which is kind of my.
Sorry?
Which is kind of my thinking with a kind of pirate ship thing, anyway. Okay, plan A, yeah, I will get a chapel now. I do have a backup plan, which I'm also kind of looking at.
I've got to just make sure I still have some money at the end of all this.
It's fine. That's why I got the pirate ship, just to make it slightly more interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually trying not to play my shackle this time. So it's drawing me to this nomad camp, which must be a little bit strange. I'm doing it. Nomad camp is what I'm doing.
It gives you buy.
Yeah.
I mean, we did find that it wasn't that valuable a card when we were playing around with it.
No, we kind of don't like it, really.
Well, it's not that we don't like it. I just think it's rather limited. The stick it in your hand is a double-edged sword a bit as well. You don't always want to stick it in your next hand, even though you may, at the time, you may want to buy it before.
Yeah. I'm actually going to try Necropolis.
Well, I may actually trash it eventually. I've forgotten about something when I was making my initial decision.
Let's do first oil. Oh, actually, I've just noticed how few cards I have. I will actually instead do a wine merchant.
Yeah, you got a lot of draw for the number of cards you have. I may be struggling.
Yeah.
How heavily have I trashed so far? You crashed down to coppers. Quite a lot of trashing to do.
Oh, God. Oh, I trashed the chapel, actually. That's the card I don't need. I'm almost tempted, actually. I don't need these coppers. They can go. I just got to try and remember how many coins I'm getting. So I'll get another one of those.
Actually, I don't know why I bothered to do that. You haven't got anything to trash. No, I don't really want to trash anymore. You're getting lots of victory points from your bishop, aren't you?
11. All right. Go on then. We don't have enough actions, even though I have 4 fortresses.
He's trashing Necropolis.
Well, 8 and 4 is 12, isn't it? So I can do 8 and then 4. And we're bidding. What do you bid? 12. You bid more this time.
I thought I'd bid 11. 12 does make a big difference.
Oh no, you did 11.
This rival thing.
Oh, I'll just do 12 again, no worry. I don't know whether it actually varies at all from game to game. It probably should.
It may vary a bit, but my current thinking, I have a valuation thing which I need to stay within.
I should be able to pay off all my debt, I think, this turn.
Yes.
Assuming I can draw the right cards, that was. I just thought I could. 1, 2, 3. That. Debt. Might as well take the last one of those because they're just so nice. Although, arguably, I could have got a potion in university at some point. Ah, I've done this wrong here, but that's okay. We'll survive. Yeah. I forgot the old drunken wine merchants.
Well, I already wrote that out. I thought you went by the fortune. So I was trying to hit the second fortress, so my scheme's gone a bit awry.
Oh, how come you've got more victory points than me? This is just bishops and pirate ships, isn't it?
Pirate ships don't give VPs, it's bishops and fortresses.
Fortresses? Oh, you can. Ah, that's what you're doing. Oh, you shouldn't have told me that because I'm going to now copy you. If I've even got any money to do anything. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Well, I'll get this bishop then. Bishop and then... I have cocked up, rather. I think I have to let these things out of exile or I will die. Yeah, that's clever, your plan with the bishops.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have got the pirate ship in the first place. I kind of forgot about this. And I didn't think you would get, I thought I intended to get the last fortress, which you kind of, I didn't think you would chuck all 3 wine merchants in exile to get it for 2 turns.
Top deck these cards. Don't care. Four, 5, 6. Okay, so I want 2 bishops probably. I could get 4 bishops. Put that one in the cargo ship. That one in the cargo ship. Let's just get a. It's not even worth getting a province, is it? Oh, but actually, it's a bit more subtle, isn't it? Because you can't play the bishops until you have to make sure you've got enough actions to play the bishop. So I can bishop the fortress. But I can't do it too many times, or I run out of actions. We actually have quite enough actions to do all this silly stuff. If I should bishop my bishop and be done with it all. On my nomad camp. Wine merchant, wine merchant, wine merchant. Bishop the nomad camp. Okay. So I was intending to get this university actually, to get some more actions. And then I was going to get that. And then I can get something up to 3. Which isn't anything much. So I'll just get a silver. And I'll end these buys. I'm going to try and bishop all my bishops because I think it was I don't have enough actions to do all this bishoping. Mind you, you're getting a lot of points for it. This needs actual precise calculation, really. How do you have enough actions? You just don't have anything else.
Yeah, I haven't been buying these 3 wine merchants to play a turn. No, it still hasn't quite worked. As I said, I intend to get 1 more fortress. I should have built 12 for the mountain pass. Well, actually 13. But yeah, my pirate ship was a mistake. I was forgetting about this combination when I bought it. I was thinking you were just going to chapel down. Realistically, what I actually failed to notice was the fact that we had shelters in play. That was my main mistake. Although I had a card there. So I was thinking it was going to be 3 estates. So that kind of changed the game quite a bit.
5. I'm tempted by another wine merchant. That's probably done, but we're very close in terms of victory points, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going for wine merchants now as well.
Yeah, but for a slightly different reason.
Slightly different reason than what?
And the reason you went for them.
Well, how do you know what reason I went for them?
Because you're going for them to get all the coins, to avoid needing any other coins, because this is why you need so many actions.
Let's just do 8. Leave that thing there for a while. Right. Oh well, I'll get wine merchants too. I don't mind. Wow. I suppose I should get that. Suppose I could sometimes trash my fortress. Might be more fun. You don't need that much to take all the piles.
No.
I must be able to win this turn, surely.
Probably. Yeah, you can if that's what's in your hand.
That is what's there. As long as I don't cock it up by running out of actions. 3 actions. And
You just need to play 2 wide merchants so you're fine. Yeah, I made a mistake on my early move. And then also, obviously, I discussed the strategy perhaps a turn before you realised it. I needed 1 more fortress for what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
So I should have bid 13. Yeah, kicking.
Yeah, that bishop and fortress is a good strategy, but it's actually harder to implement than it looks, I think.
Well, it's pretty easy to implement. I just didn't do it right because I didn't notice it at first.
Oh, I had too many bishops. I mean, my bishops were getting in the way when I tried to copy you.
It's not the bishops in the way. You had other cards, which is your problem. But I shouldn't have got the pirate ship. Was a mistake because it helps you with that strategy rather than hurts you.
Yeah.
Well, literally, my first mistake was not noticing that we were playing shelters when I bought the pirate ship. I know I had a card in hand which should have told me it, but I was just so much on autopilot. If the Necropolis had been there, I would have noticed. But I just did autoplay treasures and.
All right, I'm now just going to let it choose whatever cards it likes. What's tower?
Empty MVP for every empty pile.
City gate, you put the card back on the top. Butterfly goes back. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah. Stonemason as well. Cartographers and sages. All sorts of good stuff here. Yeah, right. Fine. And then you can butterfly as well. It's just any card 1 more that you can get, can't you? A card exactly 1 more. It could be anything. Right, I have a 5. How exciting are these 5s is my question to myself.
Well, it's not bad with butterfly.
Sorry?
Well, with a butterfly, it's not bad. But
Why?
like them all on their own because you can upgrade them to a raider or gold with just 1 turn, which is pretty good.
I'm just going to have a little look about what cards are 2 or more types. That's not
many.
That one is not. Ruined Village is, in fact. But, oh, so when you give someone a Ruined Village, you can play a Falconer from your hand.
Yeah, but there aren't a lot of actions.
Yeah. I mean, I actually think maybe the Cartographer's better if we're completely honest. Let's do that.
Well, if I had that, I'd probably be butterflying it fairly soon anyway. But
yeah, might be worth getting the Stonemason in order to butterfly it. Might do that actually. Raider.
yeah, well, it's basically the same as a gold.
I can't get much with this too. Right, trash or butterfly? Let's just trash. All right. I suppose one always needs a gold.
Yeah. Thinking about Tower a little bit hesitantly there, but I think it would be a bit extreme to try.
Sorry?
I was vaguely playing around with an idea of trying to implement Tower, but I decided that would be a bit extreme with Mountain Pass and play as well as other stuff.
Tower you could, but only with Cartographers, really. That's my
well, no, there are a few things I could have gone for it with.
Nothing else you'd want a lot of them, I don't think. Well, that Stonemason wasn't very good last time. I'm not going to bother, actually.
Let's get random. Explorer.
We weren't going to try and get a whole lot of ruins for you. That's not worth it.
Well, with that card, it'd be okay. I wasn't after ruins. No, I was thinking of going for a 3-pile, including bounty hunters. Rather than going for
you'd need that many bounty hunters, though. I mean, one or maybe
I don't count them all. The problem is what I would end up with my other cards. I was thinking of doing that instead of the silver. So discard from exile, probably at this stage. I could have exiled another one if I'd remember that, but.
So what have you bid? One? Oh, it's me.
Bid anything due to bid. I'd temporarily forgotten about that as well. It wasn't.
I don't know. They all seem much for muchness, so it doesn't seem very different to me.
No, I mean, it's not great. I mean, there are a few times, as I said in the last game, I should have probably bid 13 because I knew what money you had to spare. But it's...
I can't even work how to make the bid, let alone know what to bid.
So what did you bid? So you bid
I
11.
think I bid the usual 11.
I'll bid 12 just because, well, I had some other options there. If you bid 12, I wasn't going to bid for it, but it's not because I think this is the magic value necessarily.
I'm sure that it ought to vary, in theory, it ought to vary between, depending on what we've got. But
it doesn't vary as much as you think because it's just an evaluation thing and it's pretty close to one another. Oh, I didn't entirely think this plan through with the Explorer card. Now I come to look at this when I have the opportunity to exile the province and Explorer.
yeah. What have I got in exile then? Let's exile that one. Stonemason. Oh, that's interesting. How come there's 10 stonemasons? Oh, because I returned it to its power with a
butterflied it.
Yeah, I see. Oh, well, let's try that again.
Do I want a gold?
Oh, so you could mess up someone's tower, couldn't you? Because you could, couldn't you butterfly? You could, like, if someone got all these victory points from tower, you could just butterfly the card and mess it all up for them.
I think I probably want a gold at this stage. Yeah, I mean, tower's quite a tricky one to make a difference as well. I mean, it tends to just kind of balance out a bit. You tend to be 7-3. It's very difficult to just empty your pile without your opponent being able to win the game.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, if there are lots of buys around, there are some options and things, or duplicates or whatever. But since there aren't,
let's try this Falconer. No, let's not. Let's do cartography. Let's pretend we're doing an actual, like an actual strategy that's doing something. I was just thinking, you might as well exile spoils, mightn't you? Because you get the same number of points, and then you can discard it from exile next time you get one. Going to try it. You see what I mean?
Yeah. But there's also things where you should actually discard everything from exile just so your bounty hunter comes into play again.
Yeah.
The question is whether you have other things to exile as well, because spoils doesn't occupy any space in your deck. So, and there is also the outside chance, which isn't happening here, that someone could empty all the spoils, so you won't be able to unexile them. But obviously, that's not a very likely scenario in a two-player game where I haven't even bought Marauder.
And I can discard that from exile. There we go. Right. No one's got City Gate yet.
No, without a buy, it's not really critical with this hand, really.
Actually, you're way ahead. I've just noticed.
Well, that's because I got the Mountain Pass.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Bit of gold.
Yes, get another province. I won't discard it from exile.
Oh no, they got stupid. That's the last thing I wanted to do. I better get a duchy.
Okay, I'm going to carry on running for home, although it may not be the clear-cut strategy.
No, it's right. I actually had a better move. Last time I was playing to do something, and then I forgot the spoils was 0 cost. So my sage picked up the card I was trying not to get it to pick up.
Well, do I play this explorer? I guess probably do.
You're exiling all the different survivors. Yeah, yeah, fine.
Yeah, oh, it'll get much worse than that. You'll potentially. So I'm 11 ahead. Do I need to get a duchy at the stage? I suppose it's an extra 3 coins. Or do I go for a raider? I guess I go for a duchy just to...
All right. It's not great. Let's get that.
Okay, so that's quite a slow move from you, so I don't need to panic.
Oh, discard a card. All right. Well, if I must. Maybe I should do that. I'm still miles behind.
Yeah, well, I have quite a lot of bounty hunters. It's surprising you not further behind with the number of exiles.
Yeah.
Because I'm more than happy to take the ruins with all the number of bounty hunters I have.
Yeah. I didn't think of that.
Especially with Tower in play, eventually I can stonemason for getting 2 ruined libraries or whatever it is.
I knew you were thinking about towering for the ruins.
Well, I wasn't actually thinking about it. I just was thinking about it as in I'm not worried about Marauder. What's the score? I will discard from exile because there won't be enough provinces left. I'm not thinking of getting there. I mean, I was just thinking of alternative ways the game may go. I mean, obviously 11's not an ideal scoreline. What did Abandoned Mine do? It gives me 1 coin.
I'm just going to buy the thing and be done with it. All right, I need you to completely dud twice in a row. You've gone silent though. I'm not sure if you're speaking. I can't actually hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can now.
Okay. I was saying, oh, I can definitely get a duchy. I'm just trying to think of where getting a duchy in a state. I think I will just get the duchy, the easy way. What does the library do? An extra card. Maybe a gold. I'll take it anyway. No, I'm saying
I think I might as well call the guide on this hand now. Otherwise, it would have been quite a good hand if there was still that duchy there.
Yeah, well, I wasn't leaving a duchy. I mean, the odds of the duchy being left in my hand, I can butterfly bounty hunter if I have to.
Can't get anything. It wasn't you that did it, it was me.
This is a slightly questionable move, but anyway. Just keep the options open.
Yeah. Five. Wow, that's another cartographer.
So we'll just go from exile this time. I will continue my slightly questionable strategy. I'll get stonemasons and double bounty hunters. Because I think you still have one in hand anyway, so it's not like if it goes on long enough, it's going to remain that way. Oh, I've got Raider in play. Okay, yeah. So I still won't be getting any points from this tower. Because I'm ending it next turn.
Oh, I don't know. I'll get a Raider.
There's no point messing around. I quite like to get my tower points, but I can't really justify not just winning the game.
No. All right, good game. Okay, so what are your thoughts then on this mountain pass?
I mean, it's a bit random. I mean, it's basically an evaluation, which I think is plus minus 3 bidding points for it to be worth. I suppose if you have I mean, if it was a lot later on, I suppose you could have something like fortunes in play where you can get stupid coins and only not enough buyers and know that you could bid up to this 40. But realistically, I can't see anything much better than the normal thing. Because as I say, a province is like 8 coins for 6 VPs, but you have 1 card in nation. And so therefore to go a lot above that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, with pastures,
especially that we could exile them in that hand anyway.
At pastures, you get 1 coin to 1 VP ratio for your estates. So there are lots of ones for that one. And I mean, that last one, yeah, I mean, it was more or less incidental. The number of bounty hunters, towers, all the other things which would have kicked in if we weren't messing around for that extra turn, doesn't make a big difference. And I think it really just exaggerates, because the person who's buying the first province, unless they don't know what they're doing, it means, oh, I have a lead, I have slightly more money. So someone who's deck building, but behind has less chance of catching up. So yeah, that's my thoughts. As I said, that second game I should have bid 13 because I thought I wanted 1 more fortress for my bishop strategy to work properly, and I misbought for my first turn as well, and was unable to rectify that. But yeah, I thought a nice side effect of it may be that I would be able to get these 2 fortresses whilst you're paying off the debt, but that wasn't the case. So that's the other That's a slight downside of all this debt, is it often takes time.
Yeah,
But,
you can't get the card. Yeah.
and I can't really think of a situation where you would want a lot of debt. Sometimes a little bit of debt's sufficient if you've got something like Explorer, where if you don't buy a card, and if you've got Explorer and Bards, you can get perhaps get some points, but you can do that anyway from just not buying. So yeah, I think it's a bit random. I'm wondering who came up with the concept. It doesn't seem particularly thing. I mean, it should be, perhaps you should have 3 bidding phases in the game, in fact, or for it to make more sense. So it happened first time 8, second time 10, next time 12 or something would make sense.
All right, so look ahead to tomorrow. We have the Storyteller, which helps you draw your deck. And then on Monday, there is the Treasure Map, which is one of these gambling type cards where you kind of have to get 2 cards in your hand, trash them both to get a lot of gold. And then on Tuesday, we have the Grave Robber, which...
That's one I haven't worked out how to master. It can work on its own, I think. But
yeah, it depends what the other cards in the deck are, really.
Well, you can grave robber to get a province is the thing. So I think if you have lots of grave robbers on their
someone
own,
told me, yes, that's true.
It's a power. I think it's a power card, which I don't know. Oh, the other power cards I think I know how to play. This one,
oh, you're right. They did. They were buying grave robber after grave robber, and I was like, well, what's going on here? And then they suddenly got all these provinces, and I didn't see it coming at all. That was right. Yeah.
I mean, I can see how it works in combinations, but yeah, I certainly don't know how to time that one optimally. And as you can see don't always do it optimally when I know how to do it optimally. So that would have been an interesting one, but of course it's not me on Tuesday, so it's someone else's problem.
That's Gary and
I'll have to watch and see if I can pick it up from you guys.
See what happens. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for playing. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks. Bye-bye.